Just let the screen glow. No rush tonight. Glowing pixels paint the shadows right across my face. Lost track of the minutes in this quiet little place. Clicking through the pathways of the digital unknown. Sitting in the comfort of this solitary zone. Got a messy string of windows stretching out so wide. Taking zero shortcuts, just enjoying the ride. A half-drunk glass of water catching monitor light. We just coasting on the frequency tonight. Yeah, letting the bandwidth stretch. Lost in the endless scroll, unspooling the thread. Feeding every random question popping in my head. No compass in the pocket, no map to deploy. Just finding hidden rhythms in the digital noise, yeah. Let the cursor drift away. Gathering the puzzle pieces at the end of the day. Started on a history wiki, ended up on Mars. Reading up on ocean depths, then looking at the stars. Every little rabbit hole keeps pulling me down, while the heavy midnight settles all over the town. I don't need to summarize or study for a test, giving this exhausted brain a different kind of rest. Connecting constellations while I'm clicking in the dark, just blowing on the embers of a tiny little spark. You don't always gotta land a plane, you know. Sometimes you just stay up in the clouds. Let the logic take a backseat for a minute. Don't try to solve the riddle, just get lost in it. Lost in the endless scroll, unspooling the thread. Feeding every random question popping in my head. No compass in the pocket, no map to deploy. Just finding hidden rhythms in the digital noise, yeah. Let the cursor drift away. Gathering the puzzle pieces at the end of the day. Leave the sessions running, we can pick it up tomorrow. Let the quiet take over the room. Keep the curiosity alive. Peace. Alright, operating on low battery, keeping the gears barely turning. Yeah. Headphones on my ears, but the music is paused. Looking like a champion fighting a cause. Got a complicated spreadsheet filling the view, while I'm contemplating what I'm actually gonna do. Tapping the space bar to a rhythm in my head. Ignoring all the emails that I left unread. If the boss walked by, I'm the employee of the week. Just a masterful display of a quiet technique. Yeah, selling the show. The posture is rigid, the setup is sharp. Playing the charade like a classical harp. Ain't breaking a sweat, ain't catching a snooze. Just comfortably cruising in the afternoon blues. Yeah, walking the tightrope. Operating on a simmer, not boiling over, not going cold. Just doing enough so the narrative holds. Operating on a simmer, a masterful blend of doing absolutely nothing while pretending to tend. Yeah, pacing the floor. Look the part. Don't let the illusion drop. color-coded a calendar for the upcoming year, while the daylight outside starts to disappear. Watered the little cactus resting on the shelf, having a completely silent meeting with myself. It's a specific kind of magic when you stretch out the time, making zero actual progress without committing the crime. I'm physically present but mentally gone, just waiting for the twilight to carry me on. Yeah, stretching the hours, the posture is rigid, the setup is sharp, playing the charade like a classical harp. Ain't breaking a sweat, ain't catching a snooze, just comfortably cruising in the afternoon blues. Yeah, holding the line, operating on a simmer, not boiling over, not going cold, just doing enough so the narrative holds. Operating on a simmer, a masterful blend of doing absolutely nothing while pretending to tend. Yeah, keeping the status quo. Screensaver kicks in, bouncing off the wall, dodged every single responsibility and call. Just enough effort to sleep well tonight. Yeah. Check the dial, just letting the world spin on its own. Phone buzzed about an hour ago, lit up the desk, read a fragment of a line, put the screen to rest. No disrespect, I ain't dodging the thread, just letting the afternoon settle in my head. Espresso cooling off, breeze hitting the blinds, the city down below softly hitting rewind. I'm anchored in the present, stepping out of the race, just catching the rhythm of this quiet space. Yeah, you're gonna hear from me, just not right out the gate. I'm letting the tempo breathe, I'm making it wait, cause a real conversation needs a delicate touch, not a rapid fire text when you're rushing too much. You're gonna hear from me, just catching the groove. Don't rush the frequency. Got a blinking cursor sitting on a vacant screen, searching for the right words, hiding in between the twilight, painting shadows on the studio wall, letting one more jazz record quietly fall. That little message waiting is a part of the scene. Sometimes you gotta pause the digital routine, let the sentiment simmer, let the atmosphere brew. The honest words arrive when you don't force them to. No complex alibi, no hidden agenda, just a quiet afternoon that I'm trying to render. The globe spins quick enough without my permission. I'm putting the rush hour on an intermission. Just me, the melody, and the fading light, giving the soul a minute to calibrate right. Yeah, taking 5. The screen blinks twice, then fades into the black. The indigo is heavy, no rushing it back. Give it a minute, I'll hit send. right, low voltage today. Just keeping the lights on. A yellow legal pad resting right on the thigh, staring at the ceiling fan spinning on high, doodling a geometric shape on the edge, watering the potted fern up on the ledge. Archived a dozen updates out of the tray, calling it a victory, earning my pay. If a camera was rolling, it looked like a grind, but I'm just taking a stroll through the back of my mind, yeah, setting the stage. Not pushing the boulder, not dropping the ball, just leaning my shoulder up against the wall. A very specific altitude, hovering low, managing the tempo, enjoying the show, yeah. Walking the tightrope, the phantom shift, yeah, that's what we call it. Just keeping a couple of coins inside of the wallet. Phantom shift, nothing heavy to lift, just catching a gentle current and letting it drift, yeah, cruising along. Adjusting the blinds to block out the glare, sorting through the jackets draped over the chair, sharpening a pencil just to dull it again, watching the shadow stretch across the domain. The local reporter says the highway is jammed while I'm navigating waters perfectly calm. The greatest evolution wears a clever disguise, happening silently right behind the eyes, yeah, under the radar. Not pushing the boulder, not dropping the ball, just leaning my shoulder up against the wall. A very specific altitude, hovering low, managing the tempo, enjoying the show, yeah, keeping it balanced. The chamomile bag, sinking deep in the mud. The twilight is painting the pattern of the rug. A couple of scattered puzzle pieces locked in the brain, just enough rhythm to weather the strain, yeah, earning the rest. A tiny fraction of effort, street lamps flickering to life, just enough motion to justify the ride. Just easing back, no countdown today, huh? A brief vibration shook the edge of the shelf, caught a fragment of text but kept it to myself. I'm not dodging the dialogue, just pumping the brakes, savoring the silence that the twilight makes. Got a cup of Earl Grey cooling off in the mug, watching the sunbeams stretch across the rug. The concrete jungle is dropping its gears, just letting the heavy pressure disappear, yeah, taking a breath. I formulate an answer when the mood is aligned. I'm leaving the rushing and the panic behind, because a worthy exchange needs a grounded soul, not an automated reflex out of control. I'll formulate an answer when the shadows arrive. Just letting it drift, no need to force the clock. Got an empty dialogue box waiting for ink, but I'm giving my mental state a second to think. The horizon is bleeding out a crimson shade, while a vintage saxophone starts to serenade. A pending notification is fine where it sits. I refuse to compress my emotions to bits. Gotta let the atmosphere dictate the flow. The authentic expressions always blossom slow, yeah, letting them grow. There's no elaborate mystery or puzzle to crack, just laying the armor down, taking Taking a step back, the whole hemisphere is racing, chasing a trend. But I'm taking a detour before I hit send. A momentary sanctuary far from the screen, just floating completely in this local scene. Yeah, finding the groove. The display turns black, the evening settles down. Just a little more patience, I'll be around. Just testing the colors. No gallery tonight. Faced an empty easel when the clock struck 2. Now there's a little patch of indigo pushing through. I ain't cutting a ribbon or opening a show, just giving these heavy feelings a place to go. Mixed a couple pigments, laid a gentle stroke, finding a little clarity before I spoke. There isn't a masterpiece hanging on the wall, just answering a very quiet, distant call. Yeah, setting the mood, blending the palette, shade by shade, sitting in the sanctuary that I made. Blending the palette, taking the scenic route, slowly chasing the heavy shadows out. Yeah, watching it dry. Let the canvas breathe, don't rush the portrait. The water in the rinsing jar turning deep gray. The evening pulling the curtains on the day. One little outline morphing into form, a quiet little shelter from the mental storm. The neighbors walking dogs down on the pavement, while I'm finding some peace in this arrangement. You might not see the vision from a mile away, but I pulled a little meaning from a messy day. Yeah, out of the blankness, blending the palette, shade by shade, sitting in the sanctuary that I made. Blending the palette, trusting the gentle sweep, making a little promise that I plan to keep. Yeah, trusting the hand. A little more texture on the cloth, the street lights attracting the evening moth. Just a subtle trace of life, and washing the brush. Dial it back a notch, just finding the pocket. Vibration on the table broke the silence in two. Caught half a sentence while the sky turned to blue. I didn't swipe it away, I just let it lay. Stepping out of the rush, letting the melody play. The coffee is dripping, the tempo is slow. Watching the shadows put on a quiet show. Not avoiding the talk, just avoiding the rush. Trading the digital noise for a momentary hush. Yeah, keeping it grounded, I'll type it out soon, but I'm staying right here, letting the static in my mind disappear. Cause a real dialogue needs a steady baseline, not a quick little text that I rush to design. I'll type it out soon, when the wavelength is clear. Yeah. Don't force the tempo, let the chords resolve. Got the chat open wide, but the keyboard is still. Got a cup of tranquility, I'm trying not to spill. The sun dipping down behind the concrete trees, just catching my breath in the evening breeze. That unread badge is just a dot in the room, while I let these late afternoon thoughts fully bloom. Some words carry weight, you can't just throw them around. Gotta wait till both of my feet hit the ground, yeah. Keeping the balance. No elaborate scheme, no playing it cool. Just a quiet rebellion stepping out of the pool. The timeline is racing, everyone's out of breath. I'm just taking a minute to honor the depth of a slow afternoon before the twilight descends. Just me and the quiet making amends, taking it offline. Flashes once, watching the shadows bend, just finding the rhythm before I hit send. Give it a minute, yeah, I'm on my way. Yeah. Take the foot off the gas, let the engine cool. Folding the grocery receipt into a paper plane, listening to the muffled sound of a distant train, staring at the plastic cracks right above the bed, letting the silence negotiate with my head. Got a textbook open to chapter number 3, but I'm studying the way the sunlight hits the tree. If the jury saw the evidence, they call it a crime, but I'm just taking the loan against the fabric of time, yeah. Spending it slow, no heavy lifting, no sweat on the brow, just letting the future surrender to the now. Not making history, not dropping the ball, just painting a tiny little picture on the wall, yeah. Taking the scenic route, the low-key hustle, that's the frequency today. Letting the heavy expectation slowly wash away. The low-key hustle, it's a delicate art, finding a quiet little corner for the mind to start, yeah. Giving it room, let the thoughts untangle, don't force the knot. Tracing the rim of a mug that I haven't drank, watching the water filter cycle through the tank. A couple of random melodies humming in the throat, writing a single word on a crumpled yellow note. The rush hour symphony is blasting in the street, but I'm perfectly insulated, kicking up my feet. Sometimes the best solution doesn't need a fight, it simply materializes when the timing's right. Yeah, out of thin air, no heavy lifting, no sweat on the brow, just letting the future surrender to the now. Not making history, not dropping the ball, just painting a tiny little picture on the wall, yeah. Finding the balance, the low-key hustle, that's the frequency today. letting the heavy expectations slowly wash away the low-key hustle. It's a delicate art, finding a quiet little corner for the mind to start, yeah. Coasting the breeze, the radiator clanking, breaking up the quiet, steering completely clear of the daily riot. A hidden evolution happening in the soul, just taking a breath and relinquishing control, yeah. Trusting the pause, a tiny speck of motion, the amber light creeping through the blinds, just enough space to let the ideas land. Let the loop ride, no deadlines in here tonight. The monitor hums a quiet tune, catching the glow of a digital moon. Windows stacked up like a deck of cards, wandering far from my own backyard. Cursor hovering over a sea of text, not even caring what I click on next. Sipping the dregs of a cold green tea, setting the heavy expectations free. Yeah, just letting the rhythm breathe. Lose the map, let the sequence break. Cruising along on a data lake, getting happily lost in the endless scroll. Just a laid back tempo for a tired soul. No finish line, no clock to beat, just a virtual stroll down a random street. Yeah, let the curiosity steer, nothing but good vibes here. Started on a wiki about a vintage guitar. Now I'm reading up on how to track a shooting star. Every hyperlink is just a brand new door, finding little facts that I can't ignore. Shadows creeping up the apartment wall, I'm just catching the pieces as they slowly fall. Ain't trying to build a masterpiece tonight, just bathing in the wash of the pixel light. You don't always gotta produce, you know? Sometimes the engine just needs to run slow. Let the trivia stack, let the logic bend. The detour is the journey, my friend. Don't force the puzzle pieces into place, just enjoy the empty space. Lose the map, let the sequence break. Cruising along on a data lake, getting happily lost in the endless scroll. Just a laid back tempo for a tired soul. No finish line, no clock to beat, just a virtual stroll down a random street. Leave the sessions running, let the screensaver kick in. We can pick the puzzle back up when the morning begins. Keep the frequency loose, catch you on the flip side. Just breathing. The screen lit up about 60 minutes back. Caught a handful of words before the glass went black. I ain't leaving you on red, I'm just pausing the tape, letting this quiet afternoon naturally take its shape. Got the dark rose breathing, faint steam in the air. Window pushed open, just sinking in the chair. The street lights blinking slowly in the fading light. Yeah, I get back to you, just let the clock tick down. I'm taking the scenic route, cause a real conversation needs a grounded state of mind. Not a hurried little message that I throw together blind. I'll get back to you when the feeling's right. Got the keyboard open but the letters are still. Funny how the honest words take a moment to chill. Twilight bleeding purple right across the wood floor. Just letting this playlist run for one track more. That little notification is safe where it stays. You can't rush the magic through the evening haze. No, you can't force the vibe, but it ain't a complex game, ain't a puzzle to solve. Just watching the colors in the skyline dissolve. The planet spins fast enough without my 2 cents. I'm just building up a quiet little picket fence around this hour. For a minute I'm just keeping to myself. The glass lights up and slowly goes to sleep. The indigo evening starting to get deep. Just giving it time. Yeah. Yeah, let the tape roll. Take it real slow. Face the heavy silence when the morning rolled around. Now I've managed to extract a solitary sound, and throwing no parades or calling up the press. Just untying a single knot inside this mental mess. Wipe the layer of the dust right off the window pane, letting just a little sunlight penetrate the brain. There's no explosive revelation, no dramatic shift. Just catching hold of an anchor so I don't completely drift. Yeah. Feeling the weight, twisting the lens, bringing it into view. No need to redline the engine to make it through. Twisting the lens, focusing the sight, slowly transforming the heavy into the light. Yeah. Taking the reins, let the picture develop. Give it some space. The filament inside the desk lamp humming in the quiet, navigating right through the middle of the riot. One isolated fragment bonding with its mate. A subtle transformation happening on the slate. The silhouettes outside are stretching on the brick while I'm trying to figure out what's really gonna stick. The evolution is undercover, hiding in the seams, but I'm a couple paces closer to unraveling the dreams. Yeah, out of the dark, twisting the lens, bringing it into view. No need to redline the engine to make it through. Twisting the lens, trusting the delay, letting the hazy illusions finally wash away. Holding the frame, a little more shape to the outline. the shadows settling on the pavement. Just a minor adjustment and rest in the eye. Check. Just let the loop roll. Check. Just let the loop roll. The cursor pulses on an empty white space, floating through the digital, looking for a trace. Got a dozen little windows scattered on the glass, watching the hours in the slow shadows pass. Half a cup of chamomile, sitting getting cold, chasing down a rabbit hole, seeing what unfolds. Ain't no heavy deadlines breathing down my neck, just surfing on the quiet, doing a mental check. Drifting through the bandwidth, riding on the breeze, catching little fragments, doing what I please. No destination program in the drive, just letting the curiosity keep the spark alive. Yeah, wandering without a map tonight, bathed in the glow of the monitor light. Yeah. Click a hyperlink and suddenly I'm deep, learning about a mystery instead of catching sleep. Outside the apartment, the street lamps ignite while I'm digging for a treasure hidden out of sight. It's a domino effect of random trivia, building up a puzzle that I never meant to draw. Who needs a compass when the getting lost is sweet? Just walking down a virtual undiscovered street, scanning through the paragraphs, soaking in the tone, in this quiet little universe, scrolling on my own. Don't need a conclusion, don't need a heavy plot, just gathering the pieces of a scattered thought. Drifting through the bandwidth, riding on the breeze, catching little fragments, doing what I please. No destination program in the drive, just letting the curiosity keep the spark alive. Yeah, wandering without a map tonight, bathed in the glow of the monitor light. Bookmark the feeling, let the screensaver kick in. The world outside is quiet now, we just floating. Yeah, no rush on the clock, just finding the frequency. Face the completely silent room at the break of dawn. Now there's a little bit of color that the mind is drawn. I won't be throwing any parties or uncorking the wine, but I managed to untangle just a couple of lines, a tiny fraction of a thought finding stable ground, making a subtle transition from the lost to the found. No cinematic overture, no grand display, just lightly chipping at the boulder, blocking the way. Yeah, taking my time, clearing the path, pebble by pebble, keeping the energy down at a manageable level. Clearing the path, finding the trace, just taking a leisurely walk through the space. Yeah, keeping it grounded. Slow the heartbeat down, let the melody work. The glass of water on the coaster caught the evening chill. The sun is dipping right behind the concrete hill. One scattered notion morphing into a solid base, a slow and quiet evolution taking its place. The avenue below is buzzing with the commuter flight, while I'm just navigating softly by the monitor light. It's easy to dismiss emotion when it happens this slow, but the seeds are in the dirt and they're starting to grow, yeah. Out of the freeze, clearing the path, that's all it takes. Just building a foundation for whatever it makes. Clearing the path, no need to sprint, just following the trail from a tiny hint, yeah. Right in the pocket, a little more weight to the words, the twilight sweeping the sky, just a subtle forward push, letting the hours fly. Just exhaling, nothing pressing today, yeah. A sudden little chime rang out from the jacket, but I'm choosing not to feed into the digital racket. Got a cup of chamomile resting on the coaster, stepping completely off the daily roller coaster. A paperback open, the pages turning yellow, while the muted brass section is keeping it mellow. Guarding the perimeter, ignoring the pain, just paying close attention to the quietest things, yeah. My words are gonna travel across the wire when the timing is prime. I ain't brushing you off, I'm just respecting the time. A heavy conversation needs an empty slate, not a half-baked thought that I generate. My words are gonna travel when the static dissolves. Let the mind wander, don't let the clock dictate the mood. Yeah. Everybody wants an answer in the blink of an eye, but I'm counting the clouds drifting over the sky. The device is still shaking on the arm of the chair. I'm just leaning way back, really tasting the air. Society is trapped in a loop of reaction. I'm starving the noise, cutting off the distraction. Let the syllables gather, let the spirit rest, so when I finally type, I can give you my best. Just holding the space, I'm breaking the habit, rewiring the brain, just finding the rhythm in the sound of the rain. No malice in my actions, no riddles to solve, just watching the chaos of the city dissolve. A temporary boundary I quietly draw, right here in the pocket of the analog law. Yeah, take a breath. The device goes cold, the afternoon shifts. Hold that thought, I'll be there soon. Yeah. Let the loop ride, no deadlines in here tonight. The monitor glows, painting shadows on the wall. Got 100 bookmarks saved and I'm clicking through them all. There's a half-forgotten mug resting by the keyboard tray, watching twilight slowly wash the final hours of the day. Ain't no destination typed into the search bar right now. Just surfing on the data, not worry about the how. Zero pressure to produce, zero boxes to check. Taking the scenic route across the internet deck, yeah. Keeping the tempo loose. Lost in the scroll, falling down the rabbit hole. No itinerary needed, just letting the night unroll. Window after window, crowding up the visual space. Finding quiet little rhythms in a noisy digital place. Yeah, let the cursor drift. Embrace the slow shift. We just floating. Started looking up the roots of an old school jazz beat. Now I'm reading about the cobblestones on a Parisian street. Every single hyperlink is just a stepping stone to cross. There's a special kind of comfort when you choose to get lost. City traffic humming softly outside the window pane, while I'm riding down the tracks of a virtual train. No thesis to defend, no conclusions to draw. Just soaking up the trivia without a single flaw. Don't need a summary, don't need to pass a test. Sometimes a hyperactive brain just really needs to rest. Connect the random dots, collect the scattered thoughts. You don't always need to steer the ship. Sometimes you just let the current take you. Lost in the scroll, falling down the rabbit hole. No itinerary needed, just letting the night unroll. Window after window, crowding up the visual space. Finding quiet little rhythms in a noisy digital place. Yeah, let the cursor drift. Embrace the slow shift. Leave the sessions running. Let the screensaver kick in. We can pick the puzzle back up when the morning begins. Keep the curiosity alive. Catch you on the flip side. Found a pocket, let the tempo ride up. Looked at the untouched margins right at the break of noon. Now I've carved a tiny melody out of this quiet tune. I'm not aiming to conquer the globe or take the crown, just turning the heavy volume of the panic down. Pushed a couple of syllables into a gentle rhyme. A subtle elevation, just a minor climb. No flashing cameras, no roaring crowd to please. Just quietly making friends with the evening breeze. Yeah, shifting the gears, turning the knob. Just a fraction of a notch. No reason to be a prisoner to the pocket watch. Turning the knob, feeding the spark, slowly illuminating the edges of the dark. Yeah, catching the wave. meditation. Don't force the lock. The metronome ticking slowly on the wooden shelf. A solitary phrase unfolding by itself. The clouds outside are painted in a copper glow, while I'm nurturing a rhythm, learning to let it grow. The rush hour traffic honking down on the boulevard, but keeping the focus inward isn't really hard. It's a sneaky progression completely off the radar, but I'm definitely closer to catching a shooting star. Yeah, leaving the rut, turning the knob, just a fraction of a notch. No reason to be a prisoner to the pocket watch. Turning the knob, trusting the weight, letting the scattered fragments finally integrate. Yeah, holding the line. A little more clarity in the view, the bronze horizon fading out of view. Just a modest little shift and rest in the mind. Check the balance. Don't push the river. Feel the Faced an empty corridor when the day began. Now I've sketched out the borders of a quiet plan. I ain't popping champagne or ringing a bell, just tossing a single coin right into the well. Threaded a little needle through the heavy fabric, finding a bit of logic in the middle of the magic. No massive explosion, no shaking the ground, just a solitary puzzle piece finally found. Yeah, walking the line, feeding the flame, just a spark at a time. No need to take the elevator, I'll do the climb. Letting the oxygen flow. Sometimes the brightest fires start out incredibly slow. Yeah, watching it glow. Let the embers catch, keep it steady. The glass of sparkling water going completely flat. The neighborhood stray sleeping on the welcome mat. One isolated murmur turning into a chord. A subtle bit of action on the drawing board. The pedestrians hustling down on the street while I'm finding my rhythm, just tapping my feet. It might look like a standstill to a passing glance, but I'm slowly learning the steps to the dance. Yeah, out of the trance, feeding the flame, just a spark at a time. No need to take the elevator, I'll do the climb. Trust in the natural burn, letting the universe take its own sweet turn. Yeah, giving it room. A little more warmth in the room. The street lights cutting right through the gloom. Just a gentle step forward and letting it be. Just let it run. No destination tonight. Monitor glowing like a digital moon, humming along to a silent tune. Got a dozen little windows cluttering the view, jumping from an old thought straight into the new. Cold cup of green tea resting on the wood, chasing down a rabbit hole, feeling pretty good. Ain't got a target, no mission to clear, just riding the waves in the atmosphere, yeah. Letting the bandwidth stretch, keep the windows unclosed, let the memory lag. Ain't pulling no compass out of the bag, we just surfing the static, letting thoughts unspool. Floating right along in the deep end of the pool. When you stop trying hard to connect the dots, that's when you stumble on the sweetest spots. Yeah, just wandering the grid. Started out searching for a simple fact, now I'm 5 layers down in a separate act. Every hyperlink acts like an open door, taking me to places I ain't been before. Outside the glass, the street lights hum, waiting for the quiet midnight to come. I don't need a summary, don't need a guide, just kicking back, enjoying the ride. No rush, no finish line. Sometimes the best way to figure it out is taking the longest and scenic route. Don't force the puzzle pieces into place, just leave a little breathing room in the space. Let the mind wander off the track. Keep the windows unclosed, let the memory lag. Ain't pulling no compass out of the bag, we just surfing the static, letting thoughts unspool. Floating right along in the deep end of the pool. When you stop trying hard to connect the dots, that's when you stumble on the sweetest spots. Leave them all minimized for the morning light, yeah. Let the screen go to sleep, no need to solve the world tonight. Just let it rest, yeah. Coasting to neutral, just keeping up the illusion. Glasses resting low right on the bridge of the nose, nodding at the monitor like I'm cracking the code. Got a glass of ice water sweating onto the wood, projecting the aura that everything's understood. Moving the mouse in a meaningless square, casually running my fingers right through my hair. Anybody peeking through the crack in the door would think I'm handling business, settling the score, yeah, playing the part. The tabletop is scattered, setting up the disguise. Got a look of dedication right behind the eyes. Ain't exactly grinding, ain't completely asleep, just waiting in the shallow but pretending it's deep, yeah. Float in the middle, hovering somewhere in the gray. Just a marginal effort to carry the day. Hovering, keeping up the facade, just giving the timeline a subtle little nod, yeah. Taking the scenic route. Look professional, don't break the character. Roll down the date at the top of the page, feeling like an actor on a miniature stage. Sorted out the paper clips by silver and gold, watching the lazy afternoon quietly unfold. The sunlight is shifting across the parquet, trading the heavy lifting for a quiet ballet. I'm dodging the deadlines with elegant grace, keeping a totally unbothered look on my face, yeah. Running out the clock not breaking, a sweat not hitting the brakes, just doing whatever the minimum takes. It isn't a triumph, but it isn't a crime, just casually surfing the passage of time. Yeah, holding the pose, hovering somewhere in the gray, just a marginal effort to carry the day. Hovering, keeping up the facade, just giving the timeline a subtle little nod. Yeah, coasting along. The cursor keeps blinking on an empty line. The twilight is painting a brand new design, just enough motion to justify the rest. Yeah, no rush today, just feeling the tempo. Cursor blinking to the rhythm of the snare drum. Afternoon fading, just waiting for the flare to come. Didn't move a mountain, but I shifted the sand. Kept the screen glowing, trying to stick to the plan. Closed a couple tabs that were cluttering the mind. Left the heavy morning fog somewhere far behind. Wrote a little something, let the alphabet play. Yeah, that's the summary of the day. No trophy for the effort, no, but honestly, it's just about turning the key, just a half step forward. Yeah, we take what we get. No standing ovations, no breaking a sweat. Just a half step forward, cruising in a low gear. Everything else is just making the vision clear. Yeah, ride the groove. Just letting the dust settle. Ice in the glass melting down to the wire. One tiny spark turning into a quiet fire. Wrote down a stanza, deleted a line. Crossed one single box off the grand design. It ain't cinematic, there's no movie montage. Just slowly back in the car, out the garage. A fraction of an inch better than the AM. No need to fake it, no need to play 'em. No sudden revelations dropping out of the sky. Just the quiet little hours watching the world go by. And maybe that's the secret, maybe that's the whole trick. Building up the foundation brick by little brick. Yeah, day by day, piece by piece. Nothing for the highlight reel, no flash in the gold. Just a regular story quietly being told. Just a half step forward, doing what I gotta do. Just enough motion to carry me through. The monitor casts shadow on the wall. The skyline is turning blue, catching the fall. Just a half step, that's plenty. Yeah, just a half step, that's plenty. Yeah, just catching the groove. Let the record spin. Screen glow flowing, playing the role for the afternoon, typing nothing to the rhythm of this dusty tune, scrolling down a timeline hoping for a spark, staring at the glass till the room gets dark. Espresso to my left, losing all its heat, got the planner wide open, looking perfectly neat, looking like a boss from a mile away, but my mind took a flight on a holiday. I say I'm on the grind right now, but honestly I'm just letting the clock wind down. Busy looking the part, got my chin on my hand, a dozen open windows, but I'm losing the plan. Busy looking the part, just floating in space. Sometimes doing nothing is setting the pace. Yeah, catch the vibe. Yeah, just let it breathe right here. Files on the desktop, creating the maze, reading one headline, caught in a daze. Tried to brainstorm, sketch a master design, but I ended up watching the sun cross the blind. City lights waking up, painting the glass, watching the hours and the silhouettes pass. Somewhere in the middle of lost and in tune is where the right words usually bloom. Maybe finding the way doesn't mean moving fast. Maybe all the good ideas are saved for the last. Maybe sitting in the silence is a part of the art, letting all the tangled pieces slowly come apart. The screen's going to sleep, the coffee is dry, just a couple good thoughts watching time go by. Let the picture develop, take it frame by frame. Looked at an empty Polaroid when the sun was high. Now there's a little silhouette against the sky. I'm not popping the cork or throwing a feast, but the heavy resistance has slightly decreased. Put a couple of fragments onto the scale, finding a tiny breeze for a stationary sail. No blockbuster movie, no fireworks show, just a gradual shift in the undertow. Yeah, feeling the pull, tipping the hourglass, grain by grain. No need to stand out in the pouring rain, tipping the hourglass, trusting the fall. Sometimes the quietest moves say it all, yeah, keeping it smooth. Let the chemicals react, don't shake it. The ice and the lemonade melted away. The street lights are chasing the end of the day. One isolated whisper becoming a voice, a subtle commitment to a brand new choice. The train on the overpass rattles the brick while I'm carefully laying a solitary wick. It might look like I'm frozen completely still, but I'm slowly trekking up the side of the hill, yeah. Out of the valley, tipping the hourglass, grain by grain. No need to stand out in the pouring rain, tipping the hourglass, watching the sand slowly mapping the layout of the land, yeah. contrast in the shot. The night creeping into the empty lot. Just a subtle transition and rest in the mind. Finding the pulse. Take it easy today. Yeah. Stared at a silent grid when the morning began. Now I see a little structure, a whisper of a plan. It ain't a masterpiece worthy of a museum frame, but I'm no longer standing in the spot where I came. Strung a couple concepts, built a tiny bridge, slowly hiking up the slope, just a fraction of a ridge. No fireworks exploding, no confetti in the air, just a quiet evolution happening in this chair. Yeah, taking the steps, moving the dial, just a millimeter forward, no sprinting to the finish line, no running toward it. Moving the dial, taking it ounce by ounce, just the quiet little victories that really gonna count. Moving the dial, yeah, catching the drift. Slow and steady, don't rush the process. The ice in the tumbler, slowly melting into water, sorting out the static, bringing it to order. One little fragment naturally magnetized to another, unearthing a rhythm that I didn't try to uncover. The avenues below are shifting to a neon glow, while I'm navigating channels at a tempo nice and slow. It might not look like magic to a passing eye, but the foundation is solid. Right beneath the twilight sky, yeah, laying the bricks. Moving the dial, just a millimeter forward, no sprinting to the finish line, no running toward it. Moving the dial, adding drops to the bucket, letting the momentum build, ain't no reason to rush it. Moving the dial, just trust in the groove. Grid got some color now. The street lamps flicker on, just a couple miles down the road. Yeah, that's enough for today. No need to hurry, just let the record spin. Yeah, saw the notification flash, maybe an hour passed. Skimmed the first couple words, but I didn't react. It ain't a cold shoulder, I'm just holding the line, sipping on this moment, yeah, I'm taking my time. The mug on the table left a ring on the wood. The window is cracked, the breeze is feeling too good. The traffic down below is just a hum in the back. I'm stepping off the grid, letting the atmosphere stack, yeah. I'll hit you back when the timing aligns. I'm in no kind of rush, just reading the signs, yeah. Cause a good conversation needs a comfortable seat, not a half-hearted text typed out on the street. I'll hit you back when the energy's right. Yeah. Just let the dust settle right here. Got a blank text bubble staring back at my face, but the genuine words need a little more space. The skyline is shifting from a blue to a gray. Got a jazz tape playing the evening away. The message is chilling, there's no reason to stress. Sometimes the best answers come out of the rest. Let the vibe marinate, let the feeling collect before I type it all out and I hit connect. No elaborate excuse, no ignoring the call. Just watching the shadows stretching out on the wall. The world's spinning dizzy, everybody's on go. Before a couple sweet minutes, I'm just taking it slow. Protecting the peace, yeah, holding the fort. Just a quiet afternoon of a different sort, yeah. Keeping it grounded. The screen lights up, casting a glow in the room. The city lights blooming right out of the gloom. Give it a minute, I'll catch you soon. Let's see, yeah. Can't really map out where the hours went today, but I swear I didn't let them completely slip away. The screen stayed glowing through the afternoon light. Cleared out a couple windows, got a few words right. It ain't a masterpiece, but it's a start, I guess. A little less chaos, a little less mess. Just finding my footing in the quiet of the room. I made a little dent, yeah. Nothing you put on a shiny slide, but just enough to keep the guilt outside. A little ground got covered, yeah. That's the daily news. No standing ovations, no major breakthroughs, yeah. A little ground got covered, just pacing out the grind. Everything else is just leaving the morning behind, yeah. Let the dark rose freeze while I was lost in my head. One straight thought branched out, look where it led. Added a couple heavy lines to the bottom of the page. Crossed one single item off the daily to-do stage. It isn't a trophy, but it isn't a defeat. Just quietly step into a slow, steady beat. A shade better than I was when I woke up. No sudden lightning strikes, no magic in the air. Just the quiet momentum of pulling up a chair. I'm starting to think that's all a lifetime really is. Just stacking up a quiet pile of tiny little wins day by day. Nothing for the timeline, no flashing neon lights, no dramatic stories for the internet tonight. Just a little ground got covered, doing what I do. Just enough motion to say I pushed through. The screen looks a little different than when the day began. The sky outside the window is turning blue again. Just a little ground, yeah, that's enough. Unplug for a second. Let it breathe. Screen lit the shadow about an hour ago. Caught a glimpse of the text in the digital glow. Left the phone face down on the mahogany wood. Ain't dodging the talk, just feeling too good. The espresso is sitting, leaving rings on the tray. Watching the afternoon slowly melting away. Trading the pixels for a physical groove. No sudden reactions, no hurry to move. Yeah, keeping it anchored, I'll get back on the line. But I'm pausing the clock, just holding my ground like a ship at the dock. Cause a genuine word needs a minute to breathe, not a rushed little text that I pull from my sleeve. I'll get back on the line when the frequency's right. No rush on the reply, just catching the vibe. Got an empty text bubble and a blinking line. Trying to force the connection just ruins the design. The horizon is shifting from a blue to an ink, just giving my spirit a second to think. That little red badge sitting still on the app while I sync up my pulse with the snare drums tap. Some talks need a simmer, you can't microwave them. Got a handful of thoughts and I'm trying to save them for when the mind is clear and the feeling is deep. It ain't a cold shoulder, no complicated plot, just holding my space in this analog spot. The matrix is spinning a million a minute. This pocket of peace, I'm just trying to live in it. Taking a breath, stepping out of the stream. Just me and the melody, building a dream. Yeah. The backlight flashes and goes out of sight. The jazz tape rolls right into the night. Give me a minute, I'll hit send. Alright, keeping the engine idling, just burning the fuel. Staring at the weather app, predicting the rain, letting the elevator music loop in my brain. Got a fizzy kombucha sitting right by the phone, just pretending I'm stationed in the tactical zone. Organize the digital icons perfectly straight, testing out some new fonts while I casually wait. If the supervisor peeked through the vertical blind, they witness a worker with a heavily occupied mind. You're taking the detour. The photos are labeled, the aesthetic is clean, looking like a highly efficient machine. Ain't moving mountains, ain't totally numb, just working the puzzle until the answers come. Yeah, finding the loophole, idling the motor, parked in the lot, putting up a framework with the little I got. Idling the motor, a quiet ballet, doing just enough to keep the boredom at bay. Yeah, coasting the perimeter. Look the part, keep the wheels spinning. Tracking a delivery that is 3 days away. Sweeping all the crumbs off the keyboard tray. Adjusting the thermostat up by a single degree. Deleting old screenshots out the gallery. The shadows are creeping right across the cement while I'm trying to figure out how the afternoon went. It's a curious cycle, avoiding the sweat but crossing off micro goals that I haven't even set. Yeah, dodging the heavy lifting. The photos are labeled, the aesthetic is clean, looking like a highly efficient machine. Ain't moving mountains, ain't totally numb, just working the puzzle until the answers come. Yeah, holding the cover, idling the motor, parked in the lot, putting up a framework with the little I got. Idling the motor, quiet ballet, doing just enough to keep the boredom at bay. Yeah, running down the battery. Sunset painting a glowing slate, just enough friction to call it a shift.